Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor of New Tabor Brethren Church, and this is Bible Boost. I want to welcome you in. Today's subject is No One Like God. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 2. This is where a woman named Hannah, she's just received a gift from God, and she's singing God's praise. Listen to what she says here. She says, "There is none holy as the Lord, for there is none beside thee, neither is there any rock like our God." This is a thanksgiving prayer of Hannah after the birth of her miracle son, Samuel. Now she says something here, as she says basically that God is the only one here. Watch this. Our God is alone in majesty, power, authority, and wisdom. God has no rival. God has no competitor. There's no one that comes close to God. Satan is not a demigod. He's not God B, C, or D. Satan is no trouble, no problem to God. Did you know that Satan is subject to God? That he goes before God and asks permission to speak? So Satan is not what we think he is. He opposes us, but he is subject to God because he is a defeated foe. Luke chapter 10, verses 16 through 19. This is the disciples after they come back from healing the sick, raising the dead, and casting demons out. They're coming back to Jesus. It's not 12, they're 70. The disciples weren't just the 12. There was many disciples. He said, "Whoever listens to you listens to me. Whoever rejects you rejects me," Jesus is telling them. "But whoever rejects me rejects him who sent me," speaking of God. The 72 returned with joy and said, "Lord, even the demons submit to us in your name." Jesus, unimpressed, he says, "Yeah, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. I've given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions and to overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you." Now listen to what he's saying. He gave you authority to trample. You know what? He didn't give Satan the authority to trample you. If he did, you'd be trampled. You'd be gone. There'd be nothing left of you. But he's given you that authority. So he's saying, look, there's no struggle between God and darkness, between light and darkness. Just because you struggle doesn't mean that God struggles at all. So Jesus has given us power over evil. Don't ever forget that. There is no one like our God, Hannah sang. In the midst of troubles, remind yourself. Let's look at 1 John chapter 4 and verse 4. "You, dear children, are from God and have overcome them because the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world." Oh, if Christians would ever really get that and understand the authority and the power and the standing we have with God and the universe. So not only is there no rival, not only is there no one who can compete with God, but he's on your side. I often tell myself that sometimes when I'm in trouble. I say, you know what? God gets the last say. And I know what he's going to say. I know when he's going to put everything under his feet. So I don't have to worry or panic. Psalms chapter 118, verses 6 and 7 says, "The Lord is with me," David said. "I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? The Lord is with me," or he's on my side. "He is my helper. I look in triumph on my enemies." The view you have on your enemies is looking down. Remember that. I don't care what it feels like. Remember that. So the next time you're in troubles, turn to 1 Samuel 2:2 and sing with Hannah. There's no one like our God. The Lord bless you. We'll see you next time on Bible Boost.